in talks to play the Riddler in the Batman. Now, I want to preface this. The headline is different than the actual news. So I want to go ahead and preface that so you guys can be prepared. The links are in the description so you guys can either follow along with me here on the screen, or you can do the research by yourself on your own down below in the comments, or in the description where there's the link, so you guys can do that. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this, because the headline reads that he's in talks to play the Riddler. But let's see what the news actually says. The Jonah Hill is in talks to play a villain in the Batman opposite Robert Pattinson. So, that right there is the facts. We know this to be 100% true. And it says, and. This is the conjunction, guys. So grammar matters. When you see an and, that's often the conjunction of two separate sentences or two separate points in a sentence. So we know this to be true. We already knew about Jonah Hill in talks to play a villain in the Batman. That was a fact. What we are learning here is a source tell. So whenever you see this and a source tells, that means it is not 100% confirmed. So, and then you're going to see the word speculated too. So this is something that you have to pay attention to. This means take it with a grain of salt. It's not confirmed. It means it is rumored. It is speculated. It is something that is coming from a source that has not been officially announced. Okay. So even though it could be very likely, obviously Collider is it's a pretty credible source, but at the same time, it's not confirmed. So don't go running around saying he is in fact Riddler. He is in fact Penguin, because we don't know yet. But here's what it says. Jonah Hill is in talks to play a villain in the Batman opposite Robert Pattinson. And a source tells Collider, this is the rumor, that the two-time Oscar nominee will be playing none other than the Riddler, not the Penguin, as has been roundly speculated. So it's saying that a lot of fans have been wanting him to play the Penguin. This makes a lot of sense to me. I've even fan cast him as the Penguin in recent days. But what we're seeing here is that Collider's secret source is saying that we think it's the Riddler. We're hearing that, no, it might actually be the Riddler, not the Penguin. So this is hearsay from a source. And it says Matt Reeves is directing the comic book movie, which just added Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon. That's a fact. So if you guys didn't already know that, Jeffrey Wright has been cast to play Commissioner Gordon. I think this is a good choice. I think that based on his experience, based on what he is good at playing, I think this will work. I think it'll work just fine. Just so you know, it doesn't automatically mean he's replacing J.K. Simmons, even though J.K. Simmons is working with Sony in what was the MCU, what is now going to be a Sonyverse. He is still, as we know it, on contract with DC and Warner Brothers. So if the continuity is going to be in the Justice League time frame, it's going to be Commissioner Gordon, J.K. Simmons. But in Matt Reeves' separate universe, he has Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon, which makes sense. You can have two. That's why they still need to find a replacement for Ben Affleck's Batman. Robert Pattinson didn't replace Ben Affleck. It's a separate universe. It's a separate Batman. And so we still are looking for another actor to come and take the place. I vote Scott Adkins, but I know many of you guys don't. Let me know what you think about that down below. I won't get into too much details. You guys go ahead and tell me what you guys think about this below, because there really isn't much more substance than this. After this point, it's literally speculation and just talk. So you guys can go ahead and do the research yourself, follow up more on that, and I will jump to the next topic on the list. Next up, we have... Let me go ahead and reload this. Sometimes you got to reload these things. All right, guys, some really sad news here.